Well, it's Sunday. It's supposed to be a nasty day. Rain, cold. So I'm gonna try to get a jump and go get this truck picked up, but I don't think I'm gonna beat the rain. Gotta head to Bel Air Auto Auction, one of their sublots. And I'm just out here warming the truck up. Slap our magnets on, got them heating up on the defroster. Just kind of checking everything over. There's no surprises with this thing, and we'll try to stay dry today. So we're picking up from a sublot today of Bel Air Auto Auction. Never been to this one, but it looks like they have like all brand new vehicles. Like the one I'm picking up today is a 22 1500 with 5,200 miles on it. But Bel Air Auto Auction is open 24/7, 7 days a week to get cars at the main lot. And you have to like actually print out a release for these cars over here. At the main lot, they have a guard shack that has gate passes. But I just pulled in, and I do see a guy in the security shack. 'Cause it's Sunday. It's Sunday at like 10 a.m. So they didn't have any hours online for any sublots, so I was just guessing everything was 24/7. So I'm gonna walk up here now, and rain's holding off a little bit. Hopefully get this thing loaded up before it gets rainy. And I see a security guard. He's out there looking for me, because this place is like, I'm the only person here. So he's out, peeped out the door to see where I was. But I'm gonna go see if we can get this thing loaded up quickly. This thing is freaking sweet. It's a 1500 Denali Ultimate. I love this interior. Not a 1500 truck fan, but this thing is sweet. So I was talking to this guy. I've never been to this location before. And it's like a GM like remarketing lot. It's like there's a bunch of Cadillacs and stuff all lined up there, all brand new vehicles, like low models, probably like demos or something like that. Well, I talked to the guy. I was like, yeah. He's like, were you familiar with the lot? I said, I've never been to this location before. I said, you know, he showed me on the map where the vehicle would be. And I was like, do you get many, like this place looks so small, like, and I was like, what's your hours? He's like, well, if we have the paperwork, there's somebody here 24/7 at this lot. I said, so just like the main lot? He's like, yeah. I said, do you get busy here? Like, do you have, like, how many cars do you get out of here on a Sunday? He's like, well, I've been working Sundays here, because he usually works over at the main building, main lot. He goes, I work Sundays here, and he says within the last year, this will be probably the third vehicle that I have checked out on a Sunday. So he sits in that office from like 8 to 6, and just, I mean, it's a paycheck, and he's just in there. I'm like, what do you do? He's like, I just watch like Netflix or whatever, something to keep me entertained, play little video games or something. And I'm like, that's crazy. But I guess they just, if it's company standards for them to be open 24/7, have access to these vehicles 24/7, or what. But this truck right here, I gotta get out and do like, they want like 30 pictures of this thing for an inspection. This thing's actually going straight from here, which I guess it was auctioned off, and it's going straight to Manheim, Statesville. So they're just taking it from auction to auction to try to make money on it. So I'm gonna hop out here and do a really good inspection on this thing, and get those pictures sent over, because they'll issue payment once I get it dropped off at Manheim, which I can drop off. I think they open at like 6 a.m. So I'll be there at like probably right when they open. Gonna get on the road tomorrow afternoon, which will be Monday, and drop like 6 a.m. on Tuesday, and then get over to get my garage doors picked up that I gotta bring back to Pennsylvania. But before it's like a bluish black color. Yeah, it's showing up like I see it, but this thing is pretty sweet. Just gonna do a walk around real quick on video while I'm talking to you guys, just so I have it. And then I'm going to scuffs all on that door. And then I'm going to get Super Dispatch out and do the actual inspection paperwork. This thing's pretty sweet. I'd hate to see what one of these actually costs for 1,500. All right, well, we're finally on the road, and if you can see, yes, I'm wearing sweatpants today. I don't have to do anything today but drive. And I have Crocs on, the official driving shoe of Kendall Enterprises. So I'm leaving. I left the house about 11:30 because I got to get down to Statesville, North Carolina. And it's like 6 hours each way, so I wouldn't have had enough time to do it in one day. So what I'm gonna do is I left a little, spent time with the family this morning, left a little later, and gonna get down there. I can deliver at Manheim, Statesville tonight, actually. So I may do that, or I may try the Loves right up the road from there, or I may stay at Manheim tonight and deliver, because they'll accept cars at 6 in the morning. Just depends what time I get down there. It says 6:37 right now for arrival, but what I'll probably do is I'm getting fuel here, which is what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm getting fuel here in Falling Waters, West Virginia through Mudflap. I'm saving $1.02 per gallon. And we're pretty low. I pushed it to get it here. We're at about a quarter of a tank, so we'll see how much we end up saving. But I'm gonna take my time getting down there today. I might stop somewhere and sit down for dinner. Nothing real special, but at least sit down and get something to eat, and then get over to the Loves, get a shower, and if there's parking there, I'll just stay there. If not, I'll mosey over to Manheim and park on their lot. What else? Oh, so this truck doesn't pay that well. It only pays like $375 on 400 miles. But the reason I picked it up is because I'm charging my customer for both ways for what I'm picking up in North Carolina, and I figured I'd be dumb not to try to squeeze it. You know, this pays a fuel bill for the 2 days, so I'd be dumb not to do that. And there was one right close to the house, so I picked it up. So other than that, I'm gonna get fuel here. I'll hop back on, let you guys know how much I saved with this fuel up. And usually this place is they only have 2 diesel pumps here at this AT&T, and usually they're blocked up pretty good because everybody comes here, because if you're going into Maryland, it gets more expensive, and the stations are harder. Well, we made it to Manheim, Statesville. Does it look like it's midnight? It's not. It's only 7 o'clock. Turn my GPS off there so I can talk to you guys. So we're gonna pull in here and find a nice lit spot to unload. I haven't been here in quite a while. I'm thinking that this one straight ahead is check-in. So there's a nice M2 sitting here. See if I can get around him. It's kind of hard to see with the people's lights on. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the check-in. And again, I could be wrong. I'm gonna turn around here, park right here, and I might even go ask this guy if this is check-in. But and then the Loves is just right up the street, and we're gonna stay at the Loves for the night. So I do like that setup with that M2, but definitely not big enough of a sleeper if you're gonna have that size truck for me. Well, that was the check-in. What a nice guy. It's not that hard to be nice, people. He was such a nice guy to talk to about getting that checked in, and he was in love with that truck. So I just, you know, had a conversation for 5 minutes while I checked it in, and I'm done. I'm checking out this van here. You see these on-time transport, like Mercedes diesels everywhere. This thing is like, someone has like stripped this thing down. It's like, I'm just wondering how many freaking miles this thing has on it. It had a Manheim gate pass in the window, and it has faded. It has been here so long. Like someone has stripped. Hold on, let me flip the camera around. Like this thing has been here so long. Look at all the trash that's stuffed in this thing. No headlights. I'm guessing someone tried to see if like all the DPF stuff was on this, the cat stuff. Like, look how faded that sticker is. Nope, I guess you leave something like this on the lot long enough, someone comes back time, they got the back door open on it. You can see they pried the back doors open. You leave something sitting long enough, they'll find a way in it. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's living in there. Well, excuse the darkness. It's we're done for the night. Nothing better than a McDonald's Coke. It's like a reward after a long day. One thing that irks me, and it would drive me nuts if I owned like a physical location, like a store, or was when an employee takes one step out the main entrance in their employee uniform, one step out of the main entrance, and lights up a cigarette and smokes right there at the door. The whole inside of the Loves smells like cigarette smoke. And I don't know if it's because I don't smoke, but I cannot stand the smell of cigarettes. It makes me sick. But anyways, so we're done for the day. We're actually parked up here in like the car area. Right here to my right's a dog park. There's no parking in the back, and there's no parking signs right here. So I'm just gonna camp out here for a little bit, and because from the time I came out from my shower, like right at the start of the fuel island, they're like parked long ways, and they're like 4 deep now. They weren't there when I got here, so there must be still no parking. And at this time of the night, that's not, the chances of somebody leaving in the way back is probably slim to none. So I'm just gonna camp out here. There's no parking signs. I don't think I'll be bothered. There's a couple like overland vans over here to my right, and they're all backed up, and you can tell that they're camping out. So I don't think they'll have a problem with it here. And it might be, I think it's gonna be warm enough here that I don't need to let the truck run. What if I do get cold, I'll just start it up. But for now, I am going to relax, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.